What if the empty plastic bottle sitting in your recycling bin right now could be the exact thing standing between your plants and their healthiest season yet? It sounds almost too simple to be true, but turning a plastic bottle into a water reservoir is one of the smartest, most beginner-friendly tricks in gardening. And once you understand why it works, you'll never look at watering the same way again. Here's the problem most beginners run into. You water your plant, it looks great for a day or two, and then it either dries out because you forgot, or it gets flooded because you overcompensated. This constant back and forth of feast and famine is exhausting, and it's genuinely one of the biggest reasons plants struggle, wilt, or slowly decline even when you're trying your best. A plastic bottle reservoir solves this problem in the most elegant way possible, by turning an inconsistent habit into a slow, steady, self-regulating system that works with your plant instead of against it. The idea is simple. You take a clean plastic bottle, poke a few small holes near the cap or lower body, fill it with water, and either invert it into the soil or place it beside the plant, so the water drips out gradually over time. Instead of a sudden gush of water followed by days of dryness, your plant receives small, continuous sips of moisture exactly when the soil needs it. This mixed the way water naturally moves through soil in the wild, where moisture seeps in gradually from rain and slowly filters downward, rather than arriving all at once and disappearing just as fast. When you understand that plants prefer consistency over intensity, the plastic bottle reservoir suddenly makes complete sense as one of the most practical solutions a beginner gardener can use. Now, before we go further into the watering itself, let's talk about light and temperature, because even the best watering system in the world can't rescue a plant sitting in the wrong environment. Most common houseplants and popular garden plants thrive in bright, indirect light, meaning a spot that receives plenty of natural brightness without being blasted by harsh direct sun for hours at a time. If your plant's stems look pale, thin, or stretched unnaturally toward the nearest window, that's a clear sign it's reaching for more light. On the flip side, leaves that look scorched, crispy, or bleached are usually a sign of too much direct sun exposure. Outdoor gardeners should also remember that not all plants want the same amount of sunlight. Vegetables like tomatoes and peppers crave full sun. Leafy greens often prefer partial shade, and shade-loving plants like ferns will struggle if placed in direct afternoon sun. Temperature plays a quieter but equally important role. Most houseplants and warm-season garden favorites do best in a range between 65 and 80 degrees Fahrenheit, with a slight, natural cool down at night. Sudden temperature swings, like a plant sitting near a drafty window in winter, or directly under an air conditioning vent in summer, create stress that often shows up as drooping leaves or slowed growth. Even if watering is perfectly consistent, keeping your plant in a stable, comfortable environment allows your plastic bottle reservoir system to do its job efficiently, because roots absorb moisture more effectively when soil temperature stays within a steady, comfortable range. Let's get into the science, because understanding why this method works will help you trust it. Plant roots absorb water through a process called osmosis, where moisture naturally moves from an area of higher concentration in the soil into the root cells, which contain a slightly higher concentration of dissolved nutrients. When watering is inconsistent, this delicate exchange gets disrupted, leading to cellular stress that shows up as wilting, yellowing, or stunted growth. Research in soil science has shown that steady, gradual moisture delivery supports stronger development of root hairs, the tiny extensions responsible for absorbing water and nutrients. Studies on soil ecosystems have also highlighted the importance of beneficial microorganisms and fungi that form partnerships with plant roots, helping them access nutrients more efficiently. These underground relationships thrive in stable moisture conditions and are disrupted by the extreme wet-dry cycles that come from inconsistent hand watering. In simple terms, the slow drip method created by a plastic bottle reservoir isn't just convenient, it's biologically aligned with how healthy root systems actually develop. And the benefits of this simple system don't stop with the plant. There's a growing body of research in environmental psychology showing that being around healthy, Thriving greenery, whether in your home or your yard, is linked to lower stress levels, improved mood, and even better focus throughout the day. Plants naturally release moisture into the air through a process called transpiration, which gently increases humidity in indoor spaces. This can help ease dry skin, reduce throat irritation, and make indoor air feel noticeably fresher, especially during dry winter months when heating systems pull moisture out of the air. Some studies on home and office environments have found that people who spend time around living plants report feeling calmer and mentally sharper compared to those in spaces without any greenery. So when your plastic bottle reservoir keeps your plant thriving, you're also quietly supporting your own physical and mental well-being every single day. Now let's walk through the correct watering routine that builds genuinely healthy roots, because even with a reservoir system in place, understanding the fundamentals matters. Before refilling your bottle reservoir, always check the surrounding soil first. Stick a finger about 2 inches down. If it feels dry at that depth, it's time to refill the bottle. If it still feels moist, hold off for another day or two. This simple habit prevents the two most common beginner mistakes, which are overwatering and underwatering. When your reservoir does release water, it should be doing so slowly, allowing moisture to reach the deeper soil layers, rather than just sitting on the surface. This encourages roots to grow downward and outward, searching for hydration, creating a stronger, more resilient root system, rather than a shallow, weak one that stays lazy near the surface. Morning is generally the best time to check and refill your reservoir, whether your plants are indoors or outside, because it gives them time to absorb moisture before the heat of the day increases evaporation, while also reducing the risks of fungal problems that tend to develop in damp, cool overnight conditions. The beauty of the plastic bottle method is that it removes the guesswork almost entirely. Instead of trying to remember a strict watering schedule, the reservoir gradually releases moisture as the soil dries, keeping conditions steady even if you're busy, traveling, or simply prone to forgetting. This makes it one of the most beginner-friendly upgrades you can make to your plant care routine. Watering correctly lays the foundation, but fertilizing and pruning are what take your plants from healthy to truly lush. Fertilizer works like a multivitamin, supplying key nutrients, such as nitrogen for leafy green growth, phosphorus for strong roots and blooms, and potassium for overall resilience. During the active growing season, typically spring through late summer, feeding your plants every few weeks with a balanced fertilizer diluted to half strength is usually enough to support steady, healthy growth without overwhelming the root system. Over-fertilizing is one of the most common beginner mistakes, often leading to salt buildup in the soil that can burn tender roots and cause leaf tips to brown and crisp. When it comes to feeding your plants, less is almost always more. Pruning is about directing your plant's energy exactly where you want it to go. Removing yellow, damaged, or dying leaves allows your plant to redirect nutrients toward new, healthy growth instead of wasting energy trying to repair what can't be saved. Pinching back leggy stems encourages your plant to branch out and grow fuller, rather than tall and sparse. For flowering plants, removing spent blooms, a process known as deadheading, often encourages the plant to produce even more flowers throughout the season. Think of pruning as a simple haircut for your plants. Done regularly and thoughtfully, it keeps everything looking fresh, encourages vigorous new growth, and helps prevent overcrowding that can invite pests or disease. Now let's cover the common problems beginners face and how to solve them easily. Yellow leaves are usually the #1 concern, and in most cases, this points to overwatering rather than underwatering. If the soil feels consistently soggy, ease up on refilling your reservoir and check that your pot has proper drainage. Brown, crispy leaf edges typically point to the opposite issue: underwatering or overly dry air, especially common indoors during winter heating season. Wilting can be confusing because it can happen with both too much and too little water, so always check the soil moisture level before reacting. If the soil feels wet and the plant is wilting, you may be dealing with root rot, which requires removing the plant from its pot, trimming away any mushy, dark roots, and repotting into fresh, well-draining soil. If the soil is dry and the plant is wilting, a slow, deep refill of your bottle reservoir will usually help it recover within a day. Pests like fungus gnats, aphids, and spider mites often appear when plants are stressed from inconsistent watering or poor air circulation. Wiping leaves down gently with a damp cloth, ensuring good airflow around your plants, and using a mild insecticidal soap if needed can resolve most infestations quickly. Fungus gnats specifically tend to appear when soil stays too wet for too long, so allowing the top layer to dry slightly between reservoir refills usually solves the issue naturally. If your plant seems to have stalled in growth, it often just needs more consistent light, or a proper feeding schedule, rather than a drastic intervention. The encouraging part is that almost every common plant problem beginners face traces back to the same root cause we've discussed throughout this entire guide: inconsistent watering. Fix that one habit using something as simple as a repurposed plastic bottle, and most other issues either disappear completely or become far easier to manage. Building your own plastic bottle water reservoir isn't about spending money on expensive gardening gadgets. It's about understanding your plant's natural rhythm, checking the soil before refilling, choosing the right light and temperature environment, feeding thoughtfully, pruning with intention, and catching small problems before they turn into big ones. Do this consistently, and you won't just keep your plants alive, you'll help them thrive so visibly that anyone who sees your garden will want to know exactly what you're doing differently. If you love learning about seasonal flowering plants, vegetables, gardening tips, and nature care, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Nature Nurture Hub, your home for year-round garden inspiration. Let's keep growing together.